Good morning. It's Saturday, May 13th. And I want to tell you something that's going on in Florida, a place where many people retire to. And I have cousins that are living in Florida for a long, long time, but I haven't had a chance to discuss this situation with them. In any event, an entire Florida school district has banned a kid's book on segregation. And you would think if the entire school district was banning this book that there would have been some uproar about it. But no, this book was pulled after one parent complained. Imagine that one parent complains and a book is pulled by a school district in Florida. Is that not madness? Total screwing madness in the state of Florida. This happened in Wakulla County. That's a district that I never heard of. I don't know where Wakulla County is in Florida. So I did a little research. Wakulla is located in the Big Bend region of northern Florida. As of the 2020 census, the population was about 33,000 people. The county seat is Crawfordville. Who ever heard of Crawfordville? Anyhow, Wakulla County is part of the Tallahassee, Florida metropolitan area. But that county decided to remove the graphic novel Little Rock 9 from its libraries after reviewing a complaint from a parent. The school that initially banned the book did not give any more details as to why the parent complained, but said it decided that even though the book is historically accurate, its subject matter is difficult for elementary students to comprehend. Well, if it's difficult for the students to comprehend, then the teachers have to do a little work if they're assigning that book for reading. Wouldn't you think so? Not everything is easy for everybody to comprehend. That's why we have teachers. So are we saying that if the student picked up this book and attempted to read it on their own, that the school district is responsible for that? I don't think so. But if it's an assigned book, certainly the teacher should be able to get the child to understand the meaning and the thrust of what the book is all about. Or maybe the teachers in Florida are too ignorant to comprehend the book that they're banning, and maybe that was the reason they banned it. And they blamed it on the parent and they blame it on the kids. I really don't have much faith in the school districts in Florida anyhow. And here's a piece of information that makes this thing even more ridiculous. Because Florida schools begin teaching about segregation in the 4th grade. Now, 4th graders are 10 years old. That's pretty smart. When you're 10 years old, it's not like you can't comprehend an awful lot of things. I know that 4th graders were very, very smart. And I remember when my kids were in 4th grade and they had teachers who did some outstanding things that were not normally done in the 4th grade. That was in the Smithtown School District, where Mr. Alessi had an open classroom and kids could sit on the floor and do their work. And everybody loved him and everybody loved the 4th grade. And in my mind, 4th graders are pretty smart. But the book, which is written not at the 4th grade level, but at the 3rd grade level. So you would think that 4th graders would not have a problem reading this book. But in the mind of this school district, this book has been deemed above the understanding of all elementary students. So that means 5th graders, 6th graders. I know what level elementary students in Florida exist at. Is an elementary school student above the 6th grade? I don't think so. And Florida doesn't think so either, because they deem this book will be allowed in the middle and the high school libraries, because some students in middle or high school might be at the 3rd grade reading level, and they might be able to gather knowledge from the material. What is that saying about the school district in Wakulla County? They gotta be some pretty piss-poor teachers if they are openly admitting that the students in the middle schools and in the high school might be capable of reading at a third grade level, who have they got teaching in those schools? Who have they got administrating those schools where students who reach the middle school and high school level are not reading above the third grade level? That's insanity. That teaches you something that indicates the piss-poor educational system that exists in Waukulla County. And I'm afraid that there are probably other counties in the state of Florida that are like that. And the result of the ignorance in the state of Florida is that we have a governor there who bans everything. And he's on a rampage now because he found 10 books that he considers pornographic. And he's going to ban those. But he's not talking about the reading level. But if you ban a pornographic book, you have to assume that people are reading above the third grade level, because what would a third grader understand? At least a third grader in Florida. What would a third grader in Florida understand about pornography? Not that much. If they can ban a book because it's written at the third grade level from anybody up through high school being able to read it, that tells you an awful lot about the educational system in Waukulla County. And that's probably a reflection of the entire educational system in Florida, along with their governor. That's another reflection of the educational system in Florida. A guy who runs around banning books. He has nothing better to do with his time. And he wants to be president. He's running for president. So I could say the one good thing about Trump running for president is he's knocking DeSantis out of the race. That would be a good thing. Because the shape of Florida indicates that this man is not capable, not responsible, not well educated. Even though he has good credentials in the area of education, he still acts stupid. So this incident and these book bans have gone even a step further, because they aren't changing the school curriculum, but they're preventing students from reading the books at all. In public school, one teacher decided to ban 23 different books from the school libraries. And teachers in other districts have also been told to hide their classroom book collections until all books have been vetted. But the vetting is opaque. There are no fast and hard rules to govern this thing. So these decisions that are made upon reading materials and other factors in the school system in Florida is just a hodgepodge based upon the bigotry of those who decide the education in that particular school at that particular moment. It's a system that is a mess, led by a governor who is a mess. So I leave you with that this morning. I hope you don't have any grandchildren living in Florida. Bye. Have a great day.